Speaking of NTR, I guess let's just continue the NTR train because I had to recommend an NTR I actually enjoyed.
Okay.
And I recommended them. What's the name again?
Netorare
Zuma.
Netorare Zuma, which
Yeah.
means NTR'd wife.
Yeah. So I remember.
Okay, hold up. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Why did you choose this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, for the record, I fucking despise NTR.
We all do. I think we all do.
I think we all despise NTR.
Yeah.
Right. And I remember the first time I saw this, I was like, the name has Netorare in the name.
Yeah.
There is no fucking possibility this can end well.
I'm surprised you even clicked play with the title.
Yeah, I'm also surprised.
Yeah. But the reason this is the closest thing I've come to an NTR. Well, the reason why this is the closest thing I found to an NTR I enjoy is because I was fucking happy that this dude got NTR'd. Right. This dude pissed me the fuck off. Like the dude that gets NTR'd actually like pissed me off.
Do you want to explain the premise?
Okay, so the premise is, so there is a main guy and a main girl, obviously, and they're a married couple, and the dude is an Idol fan, right?
Which,
Right.
Yeah. The dude is an Idol fan, and he is obsessed with this one idol,
Yes.
right? He is so obsessed that he found his wife because his wife reminds him of this one idol.
Like they're identical.
Yeah,
looking.
they're almost identical looking.
It's so fucked up.
And when they're having sex, he doesn't refer to his wife by his wife's name. He refers to her as his idol's name, his favorite
And they're
idol's
like
name.
role play
Yeah.
manager and like producer.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a naughty idol, huh? Oh.
Yeah, essentially he's incapable of getting hard unless she role plays as his favorite idol.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, that's fucked up. What a fucker. That shit. I remember seeing that and I'm like, she deserves better. And of course, one day one of his friends comes over and she explains the situation that she's in.
Yeah.
And of course he's like, well, if you want a man to treat you right, I'm right here.
It's the first time I've ever seen an NTR, and I'm like, wow, the guy NTRing has the right opinion.
No.
Where he's like, no, because at the beginning when she's like, yeah, so my husband and I do this thing when we have intercourse, and he's like, wow, that's fucked up. And I'm like, you know what? Kind of agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think that everyone is fucked up in this show.
Yeah, of course.
I think
Yeah.
the wife probably, she should have left him straight up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I'm sorry, but like, did you really marry the guy who was only into you because you
Yeah,
look like I feel like that's a little bit on you.
I'm like, how did you not think about that before you signed those, like, marriage papers? Like,
Yeah.
did this
I guess
never come up in conversation?
Obviously, we're looking way too much into this.
Yeah.
And I am because we're reviewing it.
Yes.
But it was bad.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it had to be his like friend, like his childhood friend who comes over, and this dude is clearly a scumbag.
Yeah, of course.
Like this guy's
he
just
has the scumbag.
Yeah,
look.
they give him the traditional anime scumbag,
the tanned
like,
blonde and the tanned skin and blonde hair,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is tradition. If there are two things that speak NTR, ugly bastard and tanned blonde hair.
Fuck boy.
I don't know. Fuck the fuck boy.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know why. It
And
just
it's like, this is you, the idol guy. This is your childhood friend. This guy.
Like, yeah, that's what I was questioning. I'm like,
Really?
how did you guys become friends? Like, is he like a former Idol fan, or like, did you just see him on the streets, or
Yeah.
what is the connection?
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, like obviously, they're having dinner together, and the main guy, the husband passes out.
As he does.
As he does, because he's like
having a
drunk.
rowdy night. Yeah,
Whatever.
and then they start talking, the wife and the friend.
Yeah.
And obviously they explain, and
Yep.
obviously he's like, bro, what the fuck? And instead of just having it as bro, what the fuck, he's like, bro, what the fuck? Let me get in on that. Let me show you.
I have a radical solution.
And so they just start doing it, and it's like, okay, I mean, I guess, but they start doing it in front of him sleeping. And then
That's one thing I've never understood about like not just NTR hentai, but like even NTR like JAVs.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's such a common
it's
situation.
also not important. Like there's an
Yeah.
obsession with people sleeping, and I don't know. I think it's the forbidden aspect of it, but why
Yeah.
does it have to be that?
Yeah, and I'm like, how are you not waking up? That's what I've always
That's
wondered.
okay, because there are
I get the
There
chloroform
are, like-
thing, but like, you know, which sometimes happens.
The what? You get the what?
You know, when you
I'm
get
sorry,
like,
what?
when you get when you get chloroformed and you just like knock the fuck out. But it's
I
like,
never
oh,
thought I'd hear that out of context. I get the chloroform
Yeah,
thing,
I get
but
the-
the sleeping thing,
Yeah.
that's a bit too
I'm
far.
like, how deep can your sleep be?
Yeah.
Where your wife is getting railed literally centimeters from your
Yeah, well,
face,
yeah.
and you're just like,
Well,
Yeah.
no. He's
Sweet dreams.
This dude is railing her so hard that
Yeah.
her, I don't know how to describe it. Juices are going on his face, and he's not waking up.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, am I supposed to be turned on by this? Because I'm just suspending every disbelief that this guy is asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I was screaming at my monitor like, wake up! Wake up!
You know,
it would have been so much more fun if he woke up.
no, I kind of wish he woke up.
I would have been so much better.
You know, because like this is the reason I recommended this was because this is the one NTR that unfortunately doesn't have an episode 2, and I wanted this to happen episode 2 because
Yeah.
you know
No.
what? I watched this and I'm like, they did not go far enough. I need
What?
to
Fuck off.
I need to see this fucking guy in tears. Crying.
Listen, all right,
okay.
I agree.
They did not go far
listen,
enough.
I
All right.
agree he sucks, but I don't think he deserves that. He's just a dick.
I feel this show is like in the 5 stages of grief. We're still in the denial phase, right? Like we never quite
This
get
guy-
to the other
yeah,
This
stages.
guy doesn't deserve the wife, but I don't think he deserves to have his whole life shattered in front of him.
You know, that's
Yes,
a
he
wrap.
does. Do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know
Why?
what? He's an Idol fan.
All right,
And any
okay.
day we can make an Idol fan's life worse,
Got-y.
I feel better. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. That's
But
when
seriously,
you put it,
don't
you-
do that.
When you put it like that, I mean,
No.
I just, the dialogue was weird. Like they were having a full-on conversation while going at it.
Yeah.
And she's like, we should become sex friends. And it's like, what?
And he's like, okay.
Dude, just break up with your
Oh, but
husband.
no, my
Yeah.
favorite thing about it is like at the end when when it finishes and then there's that final scene of the husband, you know, doing the same thing to the wife, right?
Yeah.
But this time the wife is like, all I have to do is build up my frustration and I'll be able to release it. I'm like, what is this like? This is like the Pokemon move Bide, you know, where you just like wait 5 turns and then you just
Yeah.
unleash it all. It's like that's not how that works. Like,
It's like, what are you getting from this? Just get out of this goddamn
yeah,
marriage,
just fucking
woman.
get
Yeah.
the divorce papers, bro.
I mean, I agree. She should never have ended up with this guy in the first place. But, you know, as the married man here, I'd be like, you know, if I did that to Sydney, fuck, like, I don't deserve Sydney, you know? Like who
Aren't you doing that though? She looks like the anime character. What's that one?
Marion?
Yeah, isn't he just doing that with Marion?
excuse me, we've been dating for 8 years,
Yeah.
actually.
Like, say the thing. Say the thing.
No, but like, yeah, I'm just like, I don't know why you would want to be with a girl. If you want to be with a girl just because she reminds you of someone else, you're a fucking beta, man. You deserve bad things to happen to
Yeah.
you. And you know what? I watched this and I was like, I'm fucking happy the NTR is happening. In fact, they're not going far enough. This guy should have woken up. He should have got his dream shattered.
I believe he should have woken up.
Yeah.
Because I think the ensuing plot would have been more exciting. Than
Oh, yeah.
anything
No,
that
because
happened.
I feel like I feel like really disappointed because they obviously set themselves up for an episode 2. They obviously set themselves up for a sequel where they like mind break this guy.
Yeah.
Right? Mind break this fucking beta. And then they didn't do it. I'm like, this is the one time I've actually wanted a sequel to an NTR and you don't give it to me? You don't give it to me? Come on, guy.
Why do people like Mind Break?
That's
Why
a
do people
great
like
fucking
Mind-
question.
Why do people like mind break?
Why do people want to see a man like just entire world?
No.
being destroyed?
Mind break, I think, goes like both ways. So there's like, you know, when the girl has a mind break where like the sex is so good, it like breaks their mind.
Yeah.
And then like I mean, I used the wrong terminology, but there's just like NTR where you just like
someone
it's
fucking
not that's
depressed.
not
Yeah.
mind break. That's just depression.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they
just
just like fucking ruin someone's life.
that's
Like,
just yeah. ruins
Yeah.
why are
someone's
people
life.
into that?
There's a difference between mind break and mental break.
Bro, I need a fucking mental break after watching half these shows. It was so bad. It was so bad. I was just painful watching it. It was so
Yeah.
boring. It was
Yeah.
so shit.